Okay, today we will be making some homemade lasagna. So here's the ingredients I'll be using today. I found that the Miyoko's plant-based mozzarella has a great flavor and texture. It works well, but to each his or her own. And I use extra firm tofu as a replacement for ricotta cheese. I just crumble it up really fine. That works well. So first I'm going to start off by getting a pot of water boiling, and I'm going to preheat the oven to 425 degrees. Sprayed a little bit of olive oil spray on this 9 by 13 inch glass baking casserole pan, Pyrex. You don't want too much, so you can wipe it off with a napkin. That just prevents the pasta from sticking to the glass. This is a jar of marinara sauce. I'm not going to dump it all in the bowl. About 3/4 of it I'm going to dump in the bowl. And I'm going to save about an inch of it to put on the bottom of the glass baking pan and on the top of the lasagna once we're done putting it together. So now I'm going to open up the extra firm tofu and drain out the water. I found you don't have to dry the tofu out or press it. It's fine just as is. But it's up to you. If yours is really watery, you can press it in like a paper towel or a kitchen towel. I'm just simply going to crumble this tofu up into the marinara sauce in our mixing bowl. Again, the idea with this recipe is simple, readily available ingredients, not a lot of steps. One bowl, one pan. And to season the tofu, I'm going to add some garlic salt and some black pepper and some Italian seasoning. Let me know in the comments if you have other seasoning that you like to incorporate into your lasagna dishes. There's the Italian seasoning. Next, I'm going to cut up this Miyoko's plant-based mozzarella. It's cut up in really thin, fine strips. Again, nothing fancy or complicated here. Some of these I'll cut up into the mixing bowl, and then the other half the block I'll save to put on top of the lasagna. So you can see that's what we got. I'm just going to incorporate all the ingredients together like so. Okay, now that the water is boiling, we'll go ahead and put our lasagna noodles in the water. And read the directions on the package. I want to say it's about 8 to 10 minutes to boil. After they're done boiling, we'll dump them out. I don't usually find the need to run cold water over them. I know people say you should do that to stop the cooking. That's up to you. Put a little bit of the sauce, like I said, on the bottom of the pan. Again, that kind of helps prevent the lasagna noodles from sticking to the glass. This 9 by 13 pan is a perfect size. And you just layer it. So a layer of 3 lasagna noodles, a layer of the mixture, 3 more lasagna noodles, another layer of the mixture, and you rinse and repeat until you filled up your 9 by 13 glass baking pan. There's usually a few noodles left over. I know my girls like to eat those as a snack. And then when we get to the top of the lasagna, that's where we'll pour the remaining marinara sauce and then put the slices of the mozzarella, plant-based mozzarella on top like so. And then we'll cover it with aluminum foil. And the oven's already up to 425. Bake it for, I want to say, about 20 minutes. And that's the end result. And then I'm going to sprinkle some parsley flakes on top as a nice finish. And we'll cut it up and plate it. And this size here feeds me and my 3 girls dinner. We had about 2 pieces left over at the end of dinner that the girls had for lunch the next day. You can serve this with vegetables or some garlic bread. And there's the final result. I hope this information helps you. I hope you like the recipe. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and thanks for watching.